final topic of the preprocessor, conditional compilation. So name itself tells that we have to compile our code using condition. That is means conditional compilation. As I told you yesterday, using conditional compilation, whatever part we have to compile, that part only compile. Not my complete code will compile. So using a conditional compilation, we can inform to the preprocessor that which portion of a program to be further processed, to be placed in a file .i file which not to be further processed. That means first I will write down the sentence. Using a conditional compilation, we can inform to the preprocessor. Preprocessor, that means at the starting we see the compilation stages. First is the preprocessor, then translator, then assembler, then linker. So in the first preprocessor stage, it will convert my .c file to .i format. So .i format, at the time using conditional compilation, we can inform to the preprocessor that which portion of a program to be further processed. That means to be placed in a .i file for which not to be further processed. That means which part will become compile and which part not compile. So there is the advantages also and disadvantages also. Advantages is there, we can save time, we can save memory, we can save compilation time, we can save execution time. So both the time, memory, xyz, etc. Everything is the we can save. But what is the disadvantage of conditional compilation? We can decide only compile time. So at the runtime, we cannot do anything. If we want that feature at the runtime, we cannot do anything. At the time, we need to remove that conditional compilation from my code, again compile, then run. So that is the disadvantage. We, we can decide only at compile time. So first we will see. So how many conditional compilation is there? As if, as elif, elif is nothing but the else if, as and if define, as if not define. So these are the we will see. This is like if else condition only. If, else if, else and if, have as if define or not define. If not define, then we will define. If define, then we will only include. That we will see. So first as, so every time we have to use and if. So how to use that I will tell you. First we will see as if, as and if. So declaration of as if and if, as if, then constant expression here, nothing but the condition we can say. So in this condition, what I need to do if this condition will become true, and after my part completed, then I will, and at the end I will as if part completed, at the end we have to write as and if. Okay, I will write one code. For example, suppose I will write as define flag is my 8, integer a is equal to 20, comma b is equal to 4. Here hash if my flag is greater than or equal to 3. We can write in the bracket. This is my condition. I will write here printf and if okay, printf value of flag is greater than or equal to 3. That I will print value of flag is greater than or equal to 3. Then I will do a is equal to a plus b.
Yogin,
Yes, yes.
I have question.
Mm-hmm.
You already said na, what preprocessors always define before the int man na.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I have said that before. The preprocessor, that means you are including or macro. But conditional compilation, that is the completely different part. That is the part of the preprocessor only. All the preprocessor, that is part of the hash.
Okay,
So
so
whenever you write a hash here, so it is the part of the preprocessor. Then in the conditional compilation, that part you can take anywhere in the program. So why?
Okay.
Because conditional compilation name itself tells we have what part we have to compile. That condition will true, that part only we compile. Otherwise, it will not compile.
Okay.
So because of that reason, this is the implemented in C language. So this is the use case of conditional compilation. So there is no any hard and fast rule, only main. So why tell I tell you before main? Because at the starting level, you will not get confused. Because of that reason, I have tell you have to use before the main. This is my if part. Once it's complete, I will write here hashtag and if. So every time if, then and if, every time you have to write. So what is my if scope is within this only, if and if. After this, I will print here printf a is equal to percentage d, comma b is equal to percentage d, comma an b. What will be my output? Changed. Yes, spell typo mistake. So yeah, first you have to see the flag. Your flag is 8. 8 greater than or equal to 3. Yes, condition will true. So then this part of my code will compile, and this will be the output value of flag is greater than 3. A is equal to a plus b, b is equal to a into b, and this is the value of variable have been changed, and then this is the updated value in the a and b that will be print. So what will be my updated value here? A and b.
A equals to 80 and B is 320.
So a is equal to not 80,
Sorry,
because
24. 20.
yeah, a is equal to 24 and b is equal to 96. Sorry, not 90. Updated 24 multiplication with 4. Yes, 96. Yeah. So yeah, I will tell you how this part of code, since my value of flag is greater than 3, then this part only compile. So I will write here gcc e153.c dot slash a dot exe. So value of flag is greater than or equal to 3. Here I have put the space. This all the print. Suppose I will do my flag value now too. Now you can see this part become black in this IDE. So this part will not compile. So this way we are using in real life. If we want to change only flag, we don't want to change my code anywhere. That part will compile or not compile. I have to decide here only. And then this part will not compile. Then once you will do this too, then this part is not of your code. This is not your code part. This will not compile, this will not do anything at the runtime, nothing else. Generally we are using hash if 0, that I will tell you first. Write down this code. Understood this in this hash if? Any question you have?
Yeah, understand.
Next we can see the hash if with the hash else and hash elif. So first we can see the hash else. So hash if, then and if, then after here I will write hash else. So value of flag is less than 3. So at a time either if part will compile or either else part will compile. It totally depends on your flag value. So this and if is part of this if, and if that this else is part of this if. So if else, then at the end we have to write and if. So if you will use multiple if, then you have to identify which and if is for which. That and if is like curly braces of your if condition. So once this if condition will start at the else complete till, then you have to do the curly bracket clause. That means that is the and if. So either this, so here my flag value is 3, then 3 greater than or equal to 3. So this condition will become true, then else will not run. If my flag value is 2, then if part will be not compile and else part will be compile, and that will be print. So at a time only one part only compile. So my a value is a minus b, that means 16 minus 4, 20 minus 4 is 16, and 16 divided by 4, that is 4. So value is more than 3. So that will be the depends on your situation, which part you have to compile and which part you have to not compile. But you have to take decision at the compile time, before compile time. After compile time, you cannot able to do anything once executable file is generated. So this is the else part. Write down this else in your book. Next, else if. So first else if I will write down how the else if will look like and how many if you will take, so then how. So else if is look like this one, as if, then constant expression we are writing like this. Then if this condition is not become true, then we can check this condition, else if constant expression, hashtag else constant expression. Otherwise, at the last we will write the else part and then hashtag and if. Similar way we are writing our if. So write down this first. Okay. Then suppose I will write here, I will write, I have multiple if condition in my function. Hashtag if constant or expression, hashtag else, hashtag if constant or expression, hashtag else, hashtag if constant or expression, hashtag else. So how many this if this will completed, then how many and if I need?
One.
We need three and if. How many if? That much and if we need. Okay, understood. So I will write the program for the else if. Here this is part of the else. I will remove this and suppose I will do the flag value is equal to 1. If my flag value is equal to 1, here 2 suppose, hashtag elif, my flag value is equal to 2, then I will remove this. Suppose my flag value is equal to 1, then what I will do? Printf. I will print here flag value is 1. And here I will do some expression, suppose a plus plus and b plus plus. If my flag value is equal to 2, then my flag value is equal to 2. Then again, hashtag elif flag value is equal to 3. Okay, hashtag L value of flag is greater than 3, greater than 3 or less than 1. At the time I am doing like this anything. So my code will compile. In this code, which part only compile? Yes, flag is equal to 2. This part only compile. So if we have the multiple flag and multiple things, at the time of compilation, we need to select which part only compile. So like that way, we are writing the flag and we are using the hash if, hash elif and hash else. If you will use multiple if in your file, you have to write that much time if. If I will write if inside my if, then I have to write and if inside my if only. So that is your like your curly braces, as I mentioned earlier. That is like your curly braces. You have to whenever you will write if at the end you have to write and if. Otherwise, compiler will give me the error. Suppose I will remove this and if, compiler will give here only error. The and if for this directory is missing. Okay, so do the practice of this as if else and multiple times if and all things inside if you have to try by yourself if you know how to do the nested if and similar way here also you have to do this is the similar way only. Okay, any questions so far in this? How we are generally commenting our code? So what we are doing generally in the industry. So this part done. First write down this, then I will modify something. Next, how to comment the part of the code. How we are commenting the multiple line of code. My suppose I have multiple line of code here. So we are commenting like this way. So here I will write this is flag 1 used for once flag value is 1. So like this way we are doing the multiple line comments in our generally case. So suppose here also you have did the because every time we have to write the comments, that is the good code. So whenever you write code, every time write the comments. So what you have did here. So the end user or next user will come Otherwise, interviewer will ask you what you did. So no need to explain. They will read and directly they will understand. So every time write the code. So whenever you write the code, what you did, that is you need to write. So generally we are using the multiple lines code like this way commands. So this we need to do every time. But suppose I have to comment my code. So here also I will write flag is 3 and is greater than. So yeah, like this way commenting we have did in my code. Suppose I have to comment my this complete code till hash and if, or here also till this line. Other and then after printf I will print here nothing in my file. So like this way I have to do comment multiple line comments. Mm. So how I will do the multiple line comments? Starting from here to till here I need to comment my code. How we can comment? First thing we are in our mind multiple line comments is like this way we can do slash and like this way, but this is not possible. Why? Once this part will start here, my comment is the end. Sorry, this part is not compilable. Here my comment is the end. Then again I have to start from writing like this. Like this way you have to do the comment every time. From here slash star to star slash, then again slash star to here star slash. So like this way you have to comment. Yeah, otherwise you have to remove the all the comments you have did. So this is not a method, good method. So how you can do multiple line comments like this way? If your comment is available inside this, here we will write hash if 0. My condition is false, and here I will write at the last hash and if. So this part is commented now. This part is not compile. So like this way we are doing hash if 0. That means this condition will become never true. And this is the end of my condition hash and if here. So in between whatever the task is now commented. So I will run this code. Nothing in my file. So write down hash if 0 and hash and if we are using for the commenting the part of our code. Okay, done this. No need to write this much comment, but only write down this hash if 0 and hash in and if is useful for the commenting the part of your code. Next, we can see hash if define. So any question till now? If not define and hash and def. What is the meaning of hash define? Hash if define. Hash if define that means. So first we will write one code, then you will understood better. Using example we can understood. So that means it is checking the condition, that is checking that my flag, whatever flag I will take, that is already defined or not. Define that means that macro is available or not. So here hash define flag. So I will only define my flag. I am not assigning any value, but I am just defining my flag. So integer a is equal to 20, b is equal to 4. Here I will check here hash define flag hash and if. In between I will write here printf flag is defined a plus plus b plus plus. Then after this I will print a is equal to percentage d comma b is equal to percentage d comma a and b. What will be my output? So here what is the meaning of hash if define? So it will check my flag is defined or not. Here my flag is defined, yes, then this condition will become true and this part will be compiled. So I will run this code. My output is 21 and 5 here. 21 and 5. Suppose I will comment this part. I will remove this part from my code. Then what will be my output? Aditi Puja,
Yes.
what is my output? You understood what is hash if define? My output is 20 and 4.
Yes.
what you understood? What is the meaning of hash if define? Hash. So what is the if condition is doing? If is checking the either true or false only.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So here it is checking my flag value. That is the value is assigned here. Here I have not assigned any value. I have only just defined. And here this condition is checking this flag is defined or not. If this flag is defined, then only I will compile this part. If this flag is not defined, then I will not compile this code.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the meaning. Why we are defining the flag and we are checking. So whenever we need to include this and we have to do some part at the compilation time, we have to compile. So what we are doing, we will write, we will define the flag. That part, because we need to change here only the flag. If I
Yes.
don't want to compile this part anymore, I will comment down this only.
Mm-hmm.
And this will be available in my header file. So at
Mm-hmm.
the one place I will commenting this part. This is the completely commenting from my code automatically. This is
Mm-hmm.
available, but this will not compile. So indirectly, this is not part of my code once you will not define. Okay.
Yes. It means no need to change the whole code, just commenting or defining the that line in the header. We can proceed
Yes, exactly.
as
And
per the. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so we are what just generally define. We are generally define the header file name, which we are including. Suppose my file is removed from the code, so what I will do, I will just as defined, that is the file name is the commenting here, and that will be not used, that related part code will not use anymore in my code. So
Mm.
because of that reason we are generally using. So if you can see now, from today, in your code, check all the files. There is the has define is available, there is the has if define is available. So as if define, that means it is checking that file, that flag is defined or not. If that flag is not defined, then that part will not compile. Has defined meaning is that. Next is the has undef. Undef, that means once my task is completed, I will undefine my flag.
Undefined.
Okay. So this part is completed now. So I will undefine my flag. Undef, that means my flag is now undefined. Undefined flag. That means this as defined flag, that will be now undefined. That is removed from my code. Again, I will write down this similar after hashtag undefined. Suppose a minus minus here. See here, 21 and 5 my printed. Hashtag undefined, that means my flag is now undefined. Here it is not usable anymore. Suppose I will remove this part of my code. At a time only one time this flag will become true in my code. Okay. So in main function, in one function at a time only one time we can check the flag. So if we cannot check in one function more than one time this flag, similar flags. Because of that reason this is not become the true. Flag is defined, a is equal to 20 and b is equal to 24. 2 times flag is defined, a plus plus 21, and okay, it is not showing but it is doing that task. I will assign here a is equal to, instead of a I will use c and d, so that will we can distinguish. D is equal to 54 suppose, and here I will take c and d. Remove this slash n. So now you understood what is the meaning of the. So here its flag is defined printed. 2 times flag is defined here also printed is that this, and here it is printed ABCD value. A is 21, B is equal to 5, C is equal to 2, and D is equal to 54. So this both the flag, that means this is the condition checking part. This is not like if else. Here if defined, this flag is defined already, yes. Then this part also will do that task. Flag is defined and assign the value of C and D. Suppose I will do here hashtag undefined my flag. Now my flag is undefined, so here it will not use anymore. then my C and D value will be garbage data, and A and B value will be 21 and 5. See, A is 21, B is 5, C is equal to 0, and D is equal to this. So this is the garbage data.
Yes.
So this is the use case. Once your task will completed, you can undefine, so no one anywhere use that flag and not do any changes. Next is if not defined. So this, write down this once complete, inform me. Then last one is if not defined. Next we can do the undefined. Sorry, if not defined. If not defined, that I will write one more code p155.c. If not defined. Name itself tells that if my flag is not defined, then it will automatically defined and that part will be compiled. Integer a is equal to 20, b is equal to 4. Hashtag if not defined max. Max is my flag, so max will not define. Then I will print f max is not defined, and at the time I will do a minus minus b minus minus. Then here I will complete my hashtag and if. Then printf what will be my a value and b value. What will be a and b. If not defined, then it will automatically define and this part will be compile.
20 and 4.
No. 19 and 3. What is the
Mhm,
meaning of if not defined? If not defined, then it will automatically define my max keyword and this part will be run compile.
mhm,
So a minus minus will be the 19, b minus minus 4 to 3, and here its value is 4, 19 and 3.
mhm.
So here a 19 and so this is the use case of if not defined. Here nothing anymore. Only not defined, then it will define. If defined, then nothing else. So this we have to use depends on our situation when we have to use if defined, when we have to use a hashtag if not defined, when we have to use hash if, hash elif, hash else. That is all part of the conditional compilation. That means you have to want to compile your code at which time. Understood this?
Yes.
Mhm. Any questions so far? If not now, then do practice and then come up with question and ask me anytime. Next is the last part, predefined macro. The predefined macro is starting with the underscore underscore and ending with the underscore underscore. Start with underscore underscore and end with underscore underscore. So we can see example. In my main, I will write printf. Suppose I want to print date, today's date. Then I will write here underscore underscore date underscore underscore. So date is my predefined macro. So you can go to the date. Here you can see as defined underscore underscore date. So date is April 28, 2022. So it will automatically take from my OS. So printf. Suppose I want to print time, percentage s slash n comma underscore underscore time underscore underscore. So here I will make my cursor. It will give me exact time 9:24 with second. So when I write the code, printf, suppose I want the file name, then I will write here underscore underscore percentage s slash n comma underscore underscore file underscore underscore. So here file, that will give me the file of the current present working directory. So that we will run, then only we will see. Suppose I want the line number. At that time we can use underscore underscore line. So percentage d line in the format of the decimal. So we will write percentage d, then line, then underscore underscore. So line will give me the line number 10. So I will run this code. See, date is my today's date. Time is my when I execute my code at that time. What is exactly the time? File, that means for my file name p156.c. Line, that means it will give me the line number.
हॅलो हा काकू हा हा
Okay, so any questions till now? No, then that's it. Last, we have already seen the hashtag pragma at the time of the structure padding. So that is the hashtag pragma, is it is also part of the preprocessor directive. Okay, that's it in this C language course. If you will find any difficulty in any topic anytime, you will come up with me, ask me anytime. So that's it.